Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for May. Keep in mind, Aquarius, timing and energy is fluid. This could play out at any point in time throughout the month of May. This message may or may not be for you, so I do ask that you only take with you what does resonate and leave behind the rest. Also, keep in mind, energies, characters can be swapped around. Although my intention is to be speaking directly to you, I could be speaking to a cross-watcher. So swap around the energies, and if something is triggering you, then click off, okay? We're using the self-care deck to start today. We have some very powerful energies this week. We just had Pluto station retrograde on Monday. We have the full moon Scorpio eclipse on Friday, and so there's this energy where many are kind of being disempowered in order to bring something into our awareness that needs to be transformed. And so let's start off and see what messages need to come through for you. Owning your story. Your past does not define who you are today. So I do feel something about the past is coming up to be addressed. We're here now in the present moment, Aquarius. And so I do feel a new pathway is being presented in front of you this month. But where can you own your story? Maybe you went through something very awful in the past and you're being asked to kind of love yourself through this transformation process. That's probably the bravest thing you're ever going to do this lifetime. And so what is this negative narrative that you keep telling yourself about yourself? And how can you kind of let that go? So let's see what else needs to come through for you. We're going to get you some inspirational messages, maybe an affirmation, what can be reflected upon. Oh my gosh, we got quite a bit out. So a lot of reflection messages, 2 affirmations and an inspirational messages. So mind the company you're keeping. Are you keeping good company? Maybe it's time to pick up a good book to read. Are you putting love into good things in your life? Because we're here to cultivate our faith. And I do feel you're going through some type of transition with your soul and your body right now. And maybe you're needing to release some low self-esteem. If low self-esteem is a driving force in your life, I think you better put the brakes on that. How can you write a letter to maybe your future self? What do you think your life is going to be like in 10 years from now? Maybe this is about long-term planning. I think you want peace in your life. And when we do experience peace, it doesn't mean that everything's going to be easy breezy. It doesn't mean everything's always going to be in this blissful state. What it means is that you have harnessed a sense of inner peace yourself, Aquarius, and you're able and capable of, you know, dealing with any type of chaos. Amidst any chaos in your hectic life, you're able to stay in this balanced state. And so maybe you're going through some chaos and conflict right now. And so you're being asked to find your faith, to return to yourself. To understand that you are capable of anything. And so how can you honor this, this human existence as a truly sacred soul journey? Maybe you need to take a step back and honor some quiet time alone. Intentionally step away from this chaos in your life is what it feels like, and unplug. Where do you have a lot of noise in and around you creating distractions? Because I feel you need to take a step back. You need to pause. You are shedding all kinds of layers in your life right now, going through a major recalibration. And so your greatest tool on this self-awareness journey will be self-love. When you truly know yourself, love is basically the only option. So how can you choose to elevate yourself out of a chaotic situation? And compassion for others will always begin with kindness and compassion to self. And so maybe you're struggling with feeling like you're not worthy or not enough. So let's see what is coming in for you with the tarot. Oh, wow. Wow. So we got very strong masculine energy coming through. We got the Emperor reversed and the King of Swords. So we do have somebody here that maybe didn't use logic when it comes to a situation. There's a need to take charge. There's a lack of accountability. There's a lack of structure, discipline, integrity here. We could have a masculine here. Could be Aries or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's your energy, the King of Swords. Maybe you feel like you've lost a lot of respect. Maybe you received some poor advice. And I do feel something is feeling very unfair is kind of what it feels like, Aquarius. So maybe you need to speak up. I do feel there is a masculine here, maybe going through a fall of grace. The Emperor upright does the right thing, is accountable, comes from a place of integrity, is, you know, a stand-up guy, a stand-up father. In reverse, we got somebody that maybe abandons their children or abandons people in their time of need. We could have somebody here very selfish that lacks communication skills, is just emotionally unavailable, and maybe has gone through a slew of unemotional relationships. And so I feel like this wake-up call. So we're going to see what energies are coming in when it comes to this disempowerment stage of these plutonic energies. So what is being disempowered for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node? And so if this message does not resonate, check your other signs and placements. We get the Judgment. So somebody made a poor judgment call, and it's definitely this masculine in some dark night of the soul energy, in a hopeless situation, needing to consciously release a long-standing burden. Tens are completions. I do feel an awakening. We could have a masculine here feeling like he's losing some peace of mind, losing his mind when it comes to maybe a dishonest action in the past. There's a need to review the past. Retrogrades are all about reviewing the past, showing yourself compassion and giving yourself forgiveness for maybe heading in the wrong direction. I do feel it's time to head in a new direction, Aquarius. I do feel this awakening is going to bring you clarity in your life of what it is that you need to do in your heart of hearts. I do feel maybe somebody is experiencing a material loss for a lack of honesty. There could be an embarrassing secret coming out, and I do feel there is this lack of faith. The Star upright is having faith. It's dreams coming true. It's healing. There's a lack of healing here. Maybe you're burdened by overworking too many hours. There is some type of need for work-life balance is what it feels like. Maybe you need to find the strength to reach out and ask for help from others. And that's not weakness. To admit that you can't do things all on your own, that actually is great strength, to admit that you maybe need help. We could have a masculine here struggling with mental health issues or heart issues due to some overwhelming stress about an embarrassing secret coming out. So what I want to say is make sure you're being honest. I feel there's been a lack of planning for the future. I kind of feel like a past decision is coming back to haunt you, and maybe somebody's let their pride kind of get in the way of taking those next steps. So we're going to see what's coming into your awareness. Oh, a major release. We got a major release and a transformation going on here, Aquarius. And so it's time to kind of go within. I think you're realizing that maybe you need to step away from the crowd and to seek some peaceful, meaningful solitude, to maybe spend some time going in this deep inner introspection, maybe spending some time meditating. I do feel you're shining a light on some negative situation that maybe you wish you could go back and change. We can't go back and change the past. The Judgment and the Renewal card does speak of a possible reconciliation, but we have to shine that light on these negative vices first, Aquarius. And so how can you shine your light on something that has, you know, kept you in the dark? Somebody here is struggling when it comes to being honest about their emotions. We get the King of Cups in reversed. We get the Five of Cups in reversed, the Sun reversed, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's some dishonesty here. There's absolutely some dishonesty here, and maybe this is self-deception. Maybe there's a need to admit where maybe you were dealing with somebody that was, you know, dishonoring you. Maybe you're the person that was lacking trustworthiness, or maybe you dishonored another. You lacked devotion because you were overly cautious about opening up your heart. The King of Cups in reverse, this could be an emotional breakdown because there's been a lack of honesty, a lack of truth. There's been a lack of communication when it comes to clearly and concisely communicating your feelings. I do feel somebody's been really focusing on the negative things and the things that haven't turned out. And I do feel forgiveness of self is going to be needed. Everything always happens the way it's supposed to. Everything always happens for a reason. And we might not understand why while we're going through this transformation. But what I want to say is try to look for the hidden blessings in the breakdown, because I do feel like a cold, hard truth is coming to light. There's a lack of joy. There's a lack of success here. I do feel maybe you've received an epiphany about a missed opportunity from the past that didn't work out. Maybe this is an epiphany about an ending, and maybe this had to end away in order for a new beginning. But there is a need to release people, places, and things that have been holding you back on this spiritual transformation. So I think get ready for a significant, unexpected revelation or life experience to take place, to bring into your awareness where you've been holding on to these old, outdated belief systems, because you've been holding on. And there is this level of like self-deception coming through. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have that in your chart. Virgo, Leo, we have Aquarius, and we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So let's see what this transformation is all about. Well, what I want to say is you are reaching a time of accomplishment. You are learning a very painful, valuable life lesson as part of maybe some spiritual enlightenment, going through a period of spiritual enlightenment. That was on the bottom of the deck. And so we got the Three of Swords in reversed with the Ego card, or the Devil card reversed. And we got the Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands. So there is something that you need to walk away from. And maybe it is about a release of some past emotions. Maybe there was an ending in the past that brought you some great sadness, and it takes time to heal. I don't think time heals all wounds, but time does give us the new perspective needed so we don't recreate that same cycle moving forward. And so I think you've been trapped in an illusion, refusing to take responsibility for a situation. Maybe it's time to make a choice that will support your pathway to happiness. Maybe there was a lack of being there for somebody in need. There might be an opportunity to heal a misunderstanding from the past. And I think whatever challenges you're facing is going to bring you a lot of personal growth. But there is a need to move on from, I feel, these distorted views of the ego. I also feel somebody's really struggled because maybe they moved on from a situation looking for more, not realizing that they were on a spiritual quest, a spiritual journey. And so I think it is time to choose to make some big life changes, or the universe is going to come in and make that choice for a lot of people. Eclipses come and it's fated. It's destined change, and eclipses come in to dismantle, destroy, and break apart anything that's keeping you stuck and stagnant. And so where can you walk away from drama? I think there's this big internal conflict because a lot of opposing opinions have kind of gotten inside of your head. Is that really worth listening to these other people's opinions? Because ultimately the only opinion that matters is the opinion that you have of yourself. And so where can you find your ambition to make a big change in priorities? I think a whole shift in priorities here, and this might mean packing up and leaving a home situation behind. I feel you're breaking the chains of addictions, all of these unhealthy patterns, these unhealthy addictions and habits. And I do feel it's time to come out of a period of boredom and discontent. And so what I want to say is be proud of yourself. I do think you're ready to learn all you can about the next leg of the journey here. We got all of the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. And so maybe it's time to go back to school to learn some new skills, to maybe invest in a career path that you do absolutely love. And then we get the Empress. And so we did see that Emperor in reversed at the beginning at the cut. And so we could have somebody here that abandoned this Empress in a time of need. Maybe they're now looking back and seeing this person as, oh my God, that's the person I want to marry. That's the person that I want to spend my life with. Can I go back and have a renewal? Will this person forgive me? Because we've got an Empress here, Taurus, Libra, that is about to give birth to something amazing. And the Empress gives birth in divine timing, right? This could lead to maybe a new creative project that will bring a lot of abundance, prosperity, and success. But maybe there's a need to address a third-party situation. And maybe this Empress, is this Empress even single anymore? I'm not sure. But we do have a feminine coming through, about to reap the rewards for the hard work that she's put in. And we've got a masculine here, definitely angry. I feel angry at a missed opportunity. They didn't choose this person to be their family. And now this person's kind of moved on, and they're happily and successfully living a life of solitude, maybe even self-employed. We could have a business owner here. And so we do have a masculine, I feel, that refused to step into the spotlight or leadership role. Aries, Leo, Sag. Leo would be your opposite. But I feel there's been a lack of communication, and somebody here is very sensitive to criticism, and maybe fear is holding somebody back from bringing in an offer. So let's go a little bit further and see what this King of Swords and King of Cups has to say. Yeah, there was a betrayal in the past. I do feel somebody really needs to get a weight off their shoulders. There's been a lack of communication. He's cloaked in all blue. And so communication has been an issue. Somebody desperately wants to get this off of their chest, off of their shoulders. I do feel there was an ending in the past, a situation in the past that brought some great sadness. And maybe there's an opportunity to heal. We get the Four of Cups in reversed with the Ace of Wands in reversed. Yeah, there was a huge, huge missed opportunity here. Somebody failed to recognize a connection with the Divine Feminine. They missed the point. They got distracted, maybe by addictions or karmic influences. There was a lack of honesty here, a lack of accountability. And I feel somebody needs to get honest about what it is that they're really passionate about, because there is a need to take action. There's a need to address a magical missed opportunity that could have led to a lot of abundance, a new creative endeavor. I feel we've got somebody here that's been sitting in a slough of regret, guilt, shame, discontentment, and boredom. And they're getting a major wake-up call, getting ready to take decisive action. And they're going straight towards a Queen of Swords, straight towards an ex that I feel has turned her back on a situation. So I do feel we've got a Queen of Swords here that released something or someone that wasn't serving her. She's gone through a transformation with the butterfly on the sword. She's sitting on a throne, all in blue. So there's truth, there's integrity. We do have a true pair, but we've got a king that I think needs to come face to face with the past, with somebody that kind of, you know, either walked away from them or they walked away from you. But I feel a judgment call is going to be made. We've got a feminine here that's career driven. This could be somebody that you divorced, or maybe there was an opportunity for a union and maybe somebody had to heal from a previous divorce. But I feel there's going to be unexpected communication, an unexpected arrival, likely around the full moon in Scorpio. And this has likely been building since the Libra full moon. And so I feel like the divine is stepping in, making a judgment call. Somebody didn't stand up for a connection. Somebody didn't stand up for what it is that they believed in, because maybe they didn't know what their beliefs were. But I feel somebody lacked integrity, and there is going to be a rebalancing here. So I do feel unexpected communication around that full moon. So pay attention to the signs and the syncs. Somebody's been, you know, stuffing down their intuition and not really listening to their intuition and playing into all of this unnecessary fear and worry and illusions. Get ready for a major revelation or a wake-up call that's going to make something crystal clear here, that's going to bring in a new emotional experience, sudden unexpected changes. So I think somebody's reviewing an unwise choice and carefully planning on how to come in, and they're being divinely guided to take action. And so facing their fears with the red, and that's kind of what I got. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated, Aquarius. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out that description box below, and I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.